The report gets even stranger as it goes deeper. McDonnell attempts to map out the entire structure of the universe. He describes the universe not as a flat plane, but as a massive cosmic egg or a torus shape, a giant donut of energy constantly flowing in on itself. He suggests that time is not a straight line. In the holographic state, the past, the present, and the future all exist simultaneously in the energy field. This means that if a soldier could master the gateway process, they wouldn't just be able to spy on a Russian base in the present. They could view the base as it was 10 years ago, or as it will be 10 years in the future. This concept is known as remote viewing, and the CIA spent millions of dollars on Project Stargate trying to perfect it. But the most terrifying and awe-inspiring part of the document is the conclusion. McDonnell describes a state called the absolute. This is the energy field that exists outside of time and space. It is the background static of the universe from which all reality is projected. He claims that human consciousness is a piece of this absolute. We are not our bodies. We are infinite energy systems trapped in a physical vessel. The report concludes that when we die, our frequency simply changes. We click out of the physical hologram and return to the absolute. The document essentially argues that science proves the existence of the soul and that death is merely a change in vibration. Remember, this wasn't written by a guru in a temple. This was written by a lieutenant colonel for the U.S. Army Intelligence and Security Command. It was reviewed by the CIA. The fact that the government took this seriously enough to fund it, study it, and then hide it suggests they saw potential in it. Did they succeed? Did they train soldiers to leave their bodies? We don't know. The program was officially shut down in 1995, and the files were released. But many believe the research didn't stop. It just went black. It went underground. Today, the Gateway tapes are available online. You can listen to them. You can try to achieve Focus 10 in your bedroom. But be warned. The people who practice this report strange side effects. They report hearing voices. They report entities watching them. They report a feeling that once you open the door to the other side, you cannot easily close it. We live in a reality that feels solid, but the gateway process suggests that the walls around you are just a projection, and if you listen to the right sound at the right frequency, you can walk right through them. I am your host. Put on your headphones. Subscribe. I want you to imagine a room inside a secure U.S. Army base in the early 1980s. The Cold War is at its peak. The Americans are terrified that the Soviets are developing psychotronic weapons, mind control, and psychic spying. In response, the U.S. Army Intelligence commands Lieutenant Colonel Wayne McDonnell to investigate a strange technique called the gateway process. His mission was to determine if humans could scientifically leave their physical bodies, travel through walls, and view distant locations using only their minds. McDonnell spent months researching. He studied quantum mechanics, hypnosis, and neuroscience. And on June 9, 1983, he turned in his report. The document was immediately classified. It disappeared into the archives for 20 years. When it was finally declassified in 2003, people who read it were shocked. The Army didn't debunk astral projection. They built a scientific framework to explain how it works. To understand the gateway process, we have to look at the technology it uses. Hemi-Sync. This stands for hemispheric synchronization. Normally, your brain is messy. The left hemisphere, logic, and the right hemisphere, creativity, operate at different frequencies. They are out of sync. The gateway process uses binaural beats, playing a slightly different sound frequency in each ear, to force the two halves of the brain to vibrate in perfect unison. When the brain synchronizes, the amplitude of your brainwaves spikes. You enter a state of deep, laser-like focus. The report claims that in this state, the human brain acts like a transceiver. It stops just creating consciousness and starts receiving it from the universe. The goal of the training was to reach Focus 10, the state of mind awake, body asleep. In this state, you can no longer feel your arms or legs. You are a point of pure awareness floating in a void. From there, the report describes moving to Focus 12, where your consciousness expands beyond the physical limits of your body. McDonald wrote that the solid world we see is actually an illusion, a hologram. He used the holographic universe theory to argue that matter is just energy vibrating at a slow frequency. If you can change the frequency of your consciousness, you can literally click out of this physical reality and enter the energy field that creates it. The army wasn't just trying to meditate. They were trying to hack the source code of the universe.